Recently, Sightings brought you an extended report on government experiments with saucer-shaped aircraft. We showed you the Avro car, a crude experimental craft first tested in the 1950s. Well, now, newly declassified documents reveal that the military was testing and flying much more sophisticated saucer designs. The secret project was codenamed Silverbug. Near the end of World War II, the Allied forces had gained complete air superiority over Hitler's Luftwaffe. The Germans were desperate. They ordered the immediate development of an aircraft capable of vertical takeoffs and landings, because nearly all of their runways had been destroyed. The project was spearheaded by Dr. Richard Mita, known today as the father of saucerology.
Dr. Mita was hired by the Luftwaffe, the German Air Force, to build a saucer-shaped craft that could vertically ascend and, with rockets, shoot down large numbers of Allied planes.
But the Germans were too late. The war ended before Mita's saucer got off the drawing boards. But his designs and technological breakthroughs did not go unnoticed by the American military.
We had large numbers of technical people searching through Germany as they were moving right behind the troops. They began in April of 1945, and they would send back everything they found.
And according to Alexander Flax, former Assistant Secretary of the Air Force, German technology wasn't the only thing being shipped to North America. After World War II, Dr. Mita himself began work on a secret aircraft project at A.V. Rowe Aeronautics in Canada.
Dr. Mita at A.V. Rowe was working on some of the concepts that were derived from the German experience. And there were certainly saucer-like flying machines. Anybody looking at them could have decided that these were indeed flying saucers.
And there is evidence that soon after the war, the United States had also launched a super-secret project to develop vertical flight vehicles.
The vertical takeoff and landing programs had a long, long history. We had many, many programs. Among the three services, I counted at least 35.
Of those 35 saucer projects, the most highly classified was known by the code name Silverbug. Silverbug saucers were designed to fly 2,300 miles per hour at an altitude of 80,000 feet. These designs, dating from 1955, were not declassified until March of 1995. For over 40 years, America's #1 flying saucer project was top secret. But this flying saucer project was not. In the 1950s, while Project Silverbug was under tight wraps, A.V. Rowe unveiled the Avro car to the public. Was this jerry-rigged flop really the best the brilliant Dr. Mita could create?
The Avro car is just a cover. It's a cover story. What was actually built by A.V. Rowe is anybody's guess.
Ufologists believe that the U.S. military had everything to gain and nothing to lose by insinuating that this was the state-of-the-art for flying saucers. It would deflect attention away from real saucers being tested and spotted by amateur skywatchers in the American Southwest.
There is virtually no doubt in my mind that the United States government built German-inspired designs in this country that were probably seen by many people, and probably some crashed.
The release of Silverbug's plans and protocol offers an interesting twist in the great debate over what crashed near Roswell, New Mexico. It could very well have been a flying saucer, but one of ours, not one of theirs, and not the first.
In Germany, at about the turn of the century, many, many secret societies developed. The Vril machine was built by the Vril Society.
And the Vril saucer was, in turn, based on the instructions left behind by a mysterious ancient cult.
These texts were instructions on how to build this interdimensional machine. They've channeled this information from what they thought were extraterrestrials. Built this craft that levitated. The first piloted flight was in 1934, and they knew they had something at that point.
It appears that the saucer silhouette will soon be seen in the skies again. This is the Tier 3 minus UAV. It's a state-of-the-art surveillance drone built at the world-famous Lockheed Martin Skunk Works in Palmdale, California. Looking at this aircraft head-on, one can't help but observe that saucers are real.